Hello everyone, I am of course Black Shadow and welcome to Let's Play Micro Machines 2 Turbo Tournament. Released back in 1994, I believe it was, for the Sega Mega Drive slash Sega Genesis. Although saying that, I probably shouldn't say the Sega Genesis because it was kind of actually tricky hunting this game down a little bit. Because I didn't realise that this game had actually only ever been released in Europe, slash maybe Japan. I don't believe this game was ever released for the Genesis over in the States, which is fascinating. There is a version of the original game for the Genesis, but not Micro Machines 2. It's strange. Anyways, I said I would be playing a bit of this game as a follow-on from the NES game, folks. I just think this is just a far superior game in pretty much any way conceivable, and it's certainly the one that I played a hell of a lot when I was younger, much to my frustration at some times. This game actually features 4 different modes as well. You've got challenges, you've got head-to-heads, you've got the Super League, and time trial versions as well. And the game itself features all combined, maybe about 40 to 50 tracks, maybe, something like that. There is a lot of tracks in this game. Really good, really impressive, lot of fun. So we're going to have a crack at this, folks. Just so you know, I have practiced this game a fair bit before doing this LP, because especially when you take on the AI, the real trick, I think, to Micro Machines is not just your ability to be able to play the game, but I think it's as much as anything. Yes, that was my practice. I'll be honest. That was my practice, folks. I'm making sure that I remembered a lot of the tracks here. It's not just about how good you are at the game, but it's also about your knowledge of the tracks. Track knowledge is enormous in this game, because otherwise the AI is just going to murder you because they know what's coming and they know where it's coming. Therefore, in the link below, in the description below, I've put a link to a site which has maps for all of the races in the game, folks. And it's very interesting. If you ever decide to play this game yourself, use it, look at it, learn the tracks before you take an AI, otherwise they will just crush you. The first few are pretty easy, though. So challenge mode will take us through. We need to get through 25 races. We can either be first or second place to qualify, although if we can get 3 firsts in a row, that'd be great. We can get some fancy-dancy bonuses. But you can already feel immediately that the change in the graphic style and just how it looks a lot better and a lot more, you know, it just feels so much more polished. And the game itself is just a lot of fun. So, against Davey the Evil Walter and Sue Lee, who is one of the new peeps in the game. You'll see a fair few. Let's do this. Right, so the training camp is just a nice, easy, basic go around in a square here. Pretty easy, running our ATVs. I'm stuck on the outside here, though, which is frustrating. Nope. Aha! Yes. For quite a few races to start with as well, if you do the first lap in, like, a really good time, and get first place, you just automatically win, which is fine, because the races are, like, really ridiculously simple. So that's good. So, second race is the Driller Killer. David, Chen, and Edina? Edina, we'll go with that. Doesn't matter, we should. But yeah, you also find as well just the style of it and the type of places that we go racing as well changes a lot. Driving all sorts of things, you know, you've got sports cars, you've got bikes, there's helicopters, power boats, all sorts of cool things. It is nice. There you go. The first few of these are probably just going to be super laps, I just automatically win, but that's fine. That's nice and fun. And again, if you're interested again, look at the maps if you're interested in the maps. Some of them are quite interesting, actually. Right then, to the sand dunes. I don't remember this track as well. It's a bit loopy. The thing is, what's nice about the game, it also introduces a lot of sort of environmental hazards as well. Like these bits here. Notice how I drive along those. If you go on the side, it actually shortens the track, which is pretty cool. Any other things as well? When like there's instruments, shit. When there's instruments playing, Really? You jerk. Right, I'm going to have to win this one out right now. And it's just that lots of cool stuff that the game will throw at you. Stuff that you don't necessarily expect. There's some tough races. Oh my goodness me, there are some tough races in this game, for sure. There's a couple of ones, even early on, that can be a bit on the nasty side. Man, I'm having some troubles driving these. I was never the greatest riding the Doom buggy things here. I was never great at these. I always struggled a little bit. That's just me. There are some really hard vehicles to ride though in this game for sure. The 4x4 races is pretty tricky. Hi, bye. I'll just lap you. That'd be great. Beautiful. So yeah, you can make second place as well. Second place is good enough for qualification. However, you can get 3 firsts in a row. You'll get yourself to a extra stage. Maybe you can get hold of extra lives, which we're probably going to need. Correction, we are going to need. So we must collect 30 micro machines in 30 seconds. These tracks get a bit tricky as well after a while, so just drive over them, collect them, that's all well and good. These don't change, there are presets. I always remember the first one reasonably well. This goes around in a bit of a circle here. And then swings down, I believe. Oh, shit. Goes down a few. Yeah, the first one's not too difficult. Helps that it's the one I've done so many times as a youngster as well. I just know it off by heart, pretty much. I played this game, seriously, a heck of a lot when I was younger, but I used to get very annoyed at this because there's not a lot of room for error sometimes. The game can get really brutal really quickly. Alright, next up is Pinball Pursuit. We are actually going to be racing in a pinball machine. It's not the only one in the game as well. Pretty cool. Right, so this one will swing us around the... whoa! That was a terrible start. Through the bumpers. Down the side here. Mind the flippers of doom. Swing it round there. Wow, this is not a good race. Right, you have to come from behind here. Get back here. Swing down this side. Man, you do have to get that pretty well. The swings through the bumpers. It's very easy to hit one or the other. Wow, this is pretty shocking. This is a terrible race. We have... wow. Terrible. That was really, really bad. No excuse there. That was just poor. Chen just slaughtered me there. Yikes. But second place will do. It's a victory. It will do fine. Alright then, so... right. Race 5 is the Cob Challenge in dumper trucks. These are not the most mobile machines in the world, but they'll do the job. Alright then, here we go. Yellow seems to be usually pretty good at these races. So Maria will be giving us some fun with this one, I'm sure. I believe she's actually the same speed as us. Yeah, like earlier games as well, like some of the early races, some vehicles are like slower than you, but in this one, yeah, Yellow here is identical speed, so you just simply have to outrace Yellow here if you want first place. You can cut that corner quite nicely. The AI are very kind in that they do not cut that corner, but you can. Same as that one. I don't know why the AI doesn't cut them, but they don't. Also, I find this this track is really hard to get a super lap for. Really, really difficult. I've done it. It's very hard. Swing around the corn cobs. I mean, that's pretty cool, like racing along a corn cob. That's pretty sweet. I would not advise you do that in reality, folks. And yes, of course, you can fall down. There we go. Swing it around there. But yeah, it's not the certainly not the speediest vehicle in the world. This. Beautiful. There we are. Oops. Mind the fork. Super. But yeah, the first, like, half dozen races or so are not too bad. race 6. Ah, right. This is the first of the kind of sort of more tricky ones, ceiling circuits. We'll be having a problem with Bruno, who will be racing in blue. Bruno is one of the better racers in the game. He is really damn dangerous. And he's fast in this. Super quick. This is one of those ones where, like, if you've not raced this map before, it's totally confusing. One you really want to make sure you know before you take it on. Although this course itself is actually realistically very simple, actually knowing when to turn is tricky because it all looks really identical here. But Bruno he's quick. He's pretty sharp here. What you're looking for is looking for these boards when they change description. So like when there's one, like the shorter one there, that means you gotta get ready to turn. Like that again, so it's right here, it's left there. Whoa, and a right there as well. Wow, I super lapped it. Nice. But that's just experience of having just played that a while. Right, race 7 is the Garage Games of Bugs. These are super, super tiny vehicles. These can be fun races. By super tiny, literally super tiny. Cool, right? Oi, get out of the way. Yeah, we're literally racing like little titchy things. Wow, massive pile up there. Whoa, shit. The oil will screw up your handling there. Oh boy. Right, we have to win this one outright. That was a pretty rubbish first lap. Ugh. Don't need to fuel up at least. That's a better one. Yeah, you see blue there just absolutely flew along there. There we go. We are in first place. Holding it's going to be tricky. No, not the oil. Damn. Nope. Should be good. There we are, lovely. You see, the thing you notice, you play this game, especially compared to like the original version, the NES one we played before this, it's just that the mechanics and the physics of the game just feel so much more user-friendly. It's something I've noticed on the NES version. Sometimes you just feel really abrasive and they work against you, and just, you know, little things happen, they just catch you immediately, whereas none of that here. Like, if you hit something, you bounce back just a fraction, enough so you can get away. It's very bouncy. It's almost like dodgems almost in a way, which is really, really nice. Right, second one. This one I'm not so familiar with, but I would like to think I'll get this first time. I know it's a race up forward, and then there's a lot of circling at the end. Almost like drifting a damn monster truck, which is not advised. Swing around here. Is that his thing here? Yeah, we have to go like in a circle a few times. Which can be tricky because we're in a monster truck. Oh no, I missed it! No! Ooh, a second left. You need to stock up on these lives early on, folks, because trying to get first place is going to get really hard later on. Really hard. You'll be doing well just to qualify. It's going to be rough. I know, it's still not going too bad, though. Alright then. ATV action. This is the first sort of, like, really long track. A lot of them have been pretty short. This one's a fairly long track. A lot of fun, though. A lot of fun. Lots of, whoa, jumping around here. Lots of bumps. As I crash into yellow here. If you'd like to get out of the way. Oh my god, going miles off track here. Oi! Scumbag. But even just like when you're just like crashing into each other as well, it's just very friendly sort of physics and mechanics. It's really good. I went so wide there. And the ATVs as well are just so easy to use. You know, their handling's pretty fine, pretty solid, it's a lot of fun. The only one thing I always wish I could have done when I was younger was have the opportunity to play this with other people. Oh, shit. I thought I'd got away with that one. I never really got the opportunity to do this with other people, which is a shame. I would love to have done that. Maybe I will do one day. We'll see. Anyways. Yeah, I keep swinging around way too wide there. I should be cutting the corner there, taking a lesson off of green. You'd like to get out of the way. It's cutting corners everywhere. Plenty of jumping around. I just love the sounds as well. Whoa, okay, that was corner cutting for sure. Just beheaded that flower in half. That plump off there's a pain in the ass. Right, cut it down. There you go. That's a much better corner shadow. That's nice. You want to be careful not to cut corners too much though, because if the game gets grumpy, it'll be like, nope, and it will summon you back to the track, like way back, as punishment for trying to cheat. You don't want to do that. Goddamn Cherry. Continue to annoy me, don't you? Alright then, next up is Light Out. This track is actually in the dark, so we're not going to be able to see very much. This is a tricky track. This is pretty hard to win this, I've always found. Dwayne is very quick. I think Dwayne's actually faster than you in this one. Yeah, Dwayne is actually legit just quicker than you. My god, did you see that pile up over there? My god. I feel like I caused that. Swing it around here, but yeah, Dwayne is just faster than you on the straight, so you have to outrace and outhandle him, because he's just quicker than you. Which is kind of rude. That's the AI powers for you. I'm so glad I practiced this game before I did this, LP. No, no. That's it. Keep in front. That's nice. I'd happily taken a super lap here, but never mind. Nope. Around here, around the bend. Mind the paint tub there. Easy to get caught in that. There's like a nice little divot as well behind it, so you can sort of go past it and get stuck. It's really nasty. Either way, that's Dwayne defeated. Lovely. What you'll find now as well at this point, there's usually a racer in the races that are generally just going to be quicker than you on the straight, so you do have to outhandle them. Like this one, Full Bonanza, where I believe it's Sully in green who's quicker than you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, she's very quick in this game. This has got a lot of straights, as we are racing on a pool table. This game is so great. Here we go. Yeah, Sully is super quick as we race our sports cars, which are pretty fun. There's quite a few tracks that race on pool tables as well, and I do like that because I play a lot of pool. That's one of the things I do. So, it's always nice to see, yeah, there's literal balls moving around as well. Sometimes there's like shots being taken, you got to dodge balls. A lot of fun. Race around the rails here. Oh dear, that's not gone well. And Sully has taken first. And it's going to be really tricky to catch her now. Wow. That was a bit naughty. Dodged the red there. Alright, we're going to race for a second now. Be careful of this pocket there. That real far right bit of the pocket itself, it's kind of weird. I remember I did it in the original console as well. There she is. Yeah, see, she's just, whoa, she's just quicker. But there's like a part of the pocket which doesn't register as like, whoa, that was nice. That was beautiful. I highly approve of that. That was... I didn't actually attempt that for once. That was actually just a straight accident, but it worked out perfectly. That was beautiful. But yeah, oh shit, whoa! Sorry about that. That was a bad time to move my headset there. But yeah, that far right pocket, the pocket there doesn't actually register as like going in properly, and so it'll like make you fall down and reset your position like you've fallen off the table. I don't know why it does it. It did it in the original console version as well. It's just a bit of dodgy programming. Man, I'd have so loved to have been able to play this game with other people. It would have been so much fun. Nice. I'm amazed I managed to squeak first place out of that. Sully actually never recovered. Stuck in third. Wow. That's kind of that was really unlucky. That was just a straight racing incident. We'll call it that. Right then, we're going to take on this one last extra life game. Now I think I'm going to call that a video. This one's tricky. I don't remember very well either. I know there's lots of dodgy handling's got to be done here. Alright, down, down. That goes around. Oh shit, that's bad. This goes, you'll go down here. It doesn't tell you that, of course. You have to kind of know or find out. Oh dear. That's not good. No! chance. Yeah, that's a pretty tough one. The first two aren't too bad. The rest of those onwards are pretty damn hard, however. But never mind. Right then, so I'm going to call that a video there. Nice little fair introduction to the wonderful world of Micro Machines 2. Moving on into the second video though, the race is going to get a lot harder now. The race is going to be pretty balanced, and I'm just going to have to outrace the AI, which helps because I've been practicing. You can hopefully tell I've been practicing. Not so much the extra track those, but oh well. Anyway, so thank you much for watching, and yeah, next time we're going to continue on through the challenge mode. The plan is I want to do the challenge mode, and then I want to do the Super League as well. I never beat the Super League when I was younger. Really hard. Really, really hard. But a lot of fun though. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.